Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So how to prepare for Q4 in 2020. Now, Q4 is one of the most awaited times for e-commerce store owners simply because Q4 is literally the best time to be making sales. There's a wide variety of reasons as to why Q4 is the best quarter compared to Q1, Q2, and Q3. One of the reasons simply being that there's a lot of holidays and events and occasions that are going on within Q4. In fact, people just love to give gifts when it comes to Q4 because they believe personally that everything is on sale. So if you haven't already started a Shopify store, or you're already up and going, or you're an expert at it but not sure as to how to really prepare for Q4 and how to make this Q4 your best Q4, because yes, it is definitely possible to make millions and millions of dollars within a short period of time of this year, then this video is something you're going to want to watch until the end, because not only do I go over the exact strategy I personally use, but I also give some tips and tricks on how to advertise products better during this time, what kind of products to advertise, etc. But without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into it. So how to prepare for Q4. The first thing you'll have to do in order to boost start your journey with Q4 is to just destroy that like button down below. It'll take just 2 quick seconds. Okay, hopefully you've done that. But before talking about the exact strategies, it's important to know how to basically set everything up starting from the back end, because I personally believe that Q4 is the quarter where you need to have a properly set up back end, because have a bad base during Q4 and your base is your back end, and you risk losing a lot of money and not making much money at all, because during Q4 you'll be spending a lot of money, time, and energy advertising. So you want to beforehand prepare for Q4. And in fact, I personally believe September, mid-September, even late September is the right time to get started with preparing for Q4. When it comes to the back end, you want to, first of all, if you don't even use Google Ads, just sign up for the Merchant Center account, which is associated with Google Ads, simply because through the Merchant Center account, you can sign up for the Services Across Google program, which basically puts up all of your products for free onto Google. So that's free organic traffic you just can't afford to miss out on, simply because first of all, it's free, and second, you can get a lot of clicks and a lot of sales just from that program. But in addition, if you do plan to use Google Ads during Q4, you want to go ahead and set up some coupon codes and get accepted for those coupon codes within the promotions program in Merchant Center, because during Q4, you want to be using these promotions heavily, and people and potential customers will be looking for those special offers on the Google Ads before actually trying to buy something. Because again, as I already mentioned, Q4 is the time where a lot of people think things are basically on sale. They're looking forward to deals and coupon codes, etc. So you want to really take advantage of that and definitely have the coupon code set up on the Merchant Center account. In addition, you want to already begin setting up those email flows, specifically the automated email flows as well as the email campaigns. When it comes to the automated email flows, here's exactly what you want to do. You want to set up automated holiday season flows. Now, what do I mean by this exactly? Within this automated holiday season flow, you can directly send this email flow to newsletter signups, whoever basically entered their email to sign up for your newsletter. And within that flow, you want to be offering these people discounts, VIP offers, special offer landing pages. When I say special offer landing pages, I'm talking about individual landing pages that you can create with ClickFunnels, but on those landing pages, just have an individual sale going on, or have a collection of items on that landing page and have a mega sale going on instead of just directing them to your website. I've personally seen this work really well, especially if you build some kind of curiosity from before, meaning when you start sending people to the landing page prior to Q4, you want to put a little timer there which says something like sale starting in X amount of hours, or deal starting in X amount of hours. So when people see that, they're more inclined to kind of look forward to that sale. And if they're already looking forward to that sale, when the time comes for that sale to get started, they really won't be missing out on buying from you because they waited so long already for it. So that's one great way to kind of increase your sales in Q4. Just have a special offers landing page. But be sure to heavily offer discounts and VIP offers throughout the week. Now, don't do this 2 times or 10 times a day, because then you'll be marked as spam. That's not going to be helpful for you at all. Instead, you want to kind of limit the amount of emails you send per week. Maybe you can do 2 emails, 3 emails in the beginning, but as Q4 starts to arrive, you can do 3, 5, even up to an email a day. And those will definitely help you increase your overall sales and keep you profitable in case you're spending just a little bit too much on advertising. But that's only for the email flow specifically. When we come to the campaign section, here's what you want to be doing. You want to again be applying the same strategy as before. Maybe send an individual email campaign every 2 days or every 3 days or even every day once Q4 starts to arrive. But instead of just hammering them with coupon codes and VIP offers, here's what I like to do. I do like to give them coupons and sale reminders, but in addition, I like to kind of build a story during that time period. Maybe talk about how Christmas is so special to my Shopify store and my brand, or tell them more about the brand itself, because people also want to feel a real connection with your store and not just look at those coupon codes and VIP offers. Sure, there will be a lot of people that just come onto the emails to get that coupon code, but you really don't want to be just hammering them with coupon codes in 2020, because that is not the right way to build a real business and a real brand during this time. So definitely be offering them coupons and sale reminders, but kind of take it up a notch and write a story around your store or something that they can just read and kind of relate to during the holiday season. But this brings me to my next point, which is talking about specifically product sourcing. Now, when it comes to the back end, product sourcing is something you have to get right prior to Q4, because come Q4, you're not going to really have much time to do product sourcing, deal with those suppliers, those agents, etc. So what you want to do is whatever products you have in mind to sell during Q4, you want to start looking for them on eBay or Amazon, or use something like CJ Dropshipping, which is personally what I use, or you can use a private agent you find through Facebook groups. Now, I have a free Facebook group for you guys that you can join. The link will be in the description for that Facebook group. Make sure to join that in case you're looking for agents. But these 4 things are something you should definitely be looking into prior to Q4, because you really don't want to be, again, wasting time trying to source a product because now it's out of stock on AliExpress and you have 1,000 orders waiting for you to get fulfilled. So during that time period, you definitely should be looking into these 4 things. In addition, I recommend you try to look for a US warehouse to start shipping your items from in case you get to that level. Because again, if you already aren't prepared for that come Q4, it's going to be really hard to sign deals with these US warehouses and get your product shipped to them in a timely manner. Because yes, during Q4, shipping times slow down heavily. And because this year is very unique because of what's going on in the world, shipping times can significantly be delayed. So you want to be prepared for this well beforehand. But once you have kind of resolved the back end and fixed everything up, next you should be moving on to the website itself. And there are a few things you'll have to do with your website in order to make it ready for Q4. First of all, I recommend that you completely revamp your website. It doesn't matter whether it's a free theme or a paid theme. You should start looking into maybe creating a holiday themed banner image as your main image at the very top. Maybe add some holiday themed colors, maybe change the color of the announcement bar. There's a lot of apps that do this as well, which I'll be talking about very soon. But start to put some words within your descriptions, your About Us page, Contact Us, etc., which kind of refers to the holiday season. Because for a lot of people around the world, the holiday season is a very special season, and the more they're reminded of it, the more happier they're gonna feel, and the more happier they feel on your website, the more likely they'll be to buy from you. So you want to kind of use psychology in this process and kind of use more holiday themed words, again, to induce the customer's mindset and make it very, very positive so they can buy from you. Apps definitely help with this. Some apps that I use during this time period include timers, scarcity apps, like countdowns on the cart page or on the checkout page, or in stock timers. And I even try to put a chat icon on my website, because during this time, people just have a lot of questions. They want to buy a lot of products. They should be easily able to chat with you or someone from your team in order to get more answers. Now, just a little disclaimer, timers and scarcity apps are something I don't recommend doing in the other seasons like Q1, Q2, Q3. But during the holiday season, I've personally noticed that timers add a little bit of charm to your entire product page and your website, and they actually convince the buyer to buy something from you. So because of that, timers can be really, really beneficial during the holiday season, and it's something I recommend that you try looking into. Otherwise, right now, if you're just looking at this video, I don't recommend you put that on right away. But this brings me to my next point, which is talking about specifically products. Now, it's no lie that products is literally one of the most important things you can have on your store during this time period, because have the wrong product and you risk missing out on a great Q4. Have the right products and you will definitely enjoy a lot of success. But what should you exactly be doing when it comes to specifically the products? Now, there are a few things you should be looking into adding prior to Q4. And I mean, start right now based on the advertising platform you do plan to use. But I normally look into winter-based products such as heaters or sweaters or electric jackets, etc. Because again, this is the time when it starts to get really, really cold, and you want to be prepared for that by supplying the customers with the right types of items. In addition, I look into toys and gifts, because parents love shopping for their kids. They also love shopping for each other and their friends and family members. So in that case, gifts definitely start to sell really well. Toys start to really go up as well. And it doesn't matter what advertising platform you use. It is a universal thing that toys and gifts really sell well during this time. Now, of course, these three things are just basic examples. You can go more in depth doing research. I have a lot of videos on my channel describing product research in depth, which you can check out after this video. But whatever you do, remember that you want to write emotion-based descriptions for this time period, because if you haven't already been doing that, which you should be doing, by the way, but just in case if you haven't, this time is the most important time to introduce a lot of emotion, because people are emotionally active during this time. They have a lot of emotions going on in their head. They can't wait to go on that trip. They can't wait to meet their family members. So having emotional descriptions makes them want to buy from you. And I have personal experience with this, because when I was running a niche store in the relationship niche, during this time, emotion-based descriptions would sell the best, and I would try to refrain from talking about the specifications. In fact, the specifications list would be at the very end of my descriptions. In the front mostly would be how the product can make the customer feel, how it would look on them, how it would feel on them, etc. So those things become extremely important in Q4. So you want to be making sure that whatever products you add, that they have a lot of emotions attached to it. But this brings me to my final point, which is the advertising platforms and exactly how should you go about them. When it comes to Google Ads, if you only plan to use Google, start adding products right now when you watch this video within one general testing campaign, because as you guys know, if you already use Google, Google Ads is a time-based platform. It requires just a little bit extra time compared to Facebook to begin operating properly. So if you really want your products to take off during Q4, you need to add them now, maybe in September and at the very latest October, because November and December is when the product should start taking off. If you already have them prior to those months, it becomes very, very helpful, simply because then your Google Ads campaigns have enough time to optimize. It has enough time to figure out that this is the right keyword or this is the wrong keyword. So come Q4, that is extremely helpful. And you can also optimize prior to Q4 to make sure that your products are selling the most compared to somebody else. On the other hand, if you plan to use Facebook ads mostly, what you want to do is you want to start testing different products from September, maybe mid-September to late September, within one of these niches which I just mentioned, or you can look into other niches which sell well during this time period. From these three niches which I mentioned, I've always seen that toys work the absolute best, or gifts work the absolute best during this time period. In fact, a lot of winning products for a lot of people are often toys on Facebook ads, because number one, it's the perfect season to be targeting parents and other relatives and other interests in general. But number two, it's extremely easy to target toys on Facebook. There's a lot of pages on Facebook, such as for parents, for babies, kids magazines, etc. And just targeting those pages is enough to start selling those toys, because a lot of parents, a lot of people who would buy these toys are on those kinds of pages. But this is my exact strategy that I'll be personally using during the Q4 of 2020. If you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.